Alright, welcome back to the series. It's the third place. It's the bronze match. There's about $600 on the line for this particular best of 3. But before we get too far into it, I want to get shoutouts to Get Toasted, Jers Lol, and Kids Forever. Especially Kids Forever. About time you sub, man. These guys recently subbed the channel, of course. Like I said, we're a little bit behind because that's on the other computer still. But anyways, now that we're caught up, spotting the bottom left corner of the map, it's going to be My Insanity's Red, Protoss Rain.
The opposite side, 1 o'clock position of Overgrowth, playing as Blue Zerg, it's Invasions DRG. Who is going for the pool?
Yeah, this is, I don't know, because Rain, do you think he goes for the Nexus first, or do you think he goes Forge Expand?
Nexus first.
Yeah.
You say anything but gateways, yeah, with the pylon hologram. This, okay, so, I think it's looking like a Forge, actually. He's rallied probe over there, right?
Yeah.
Or something. There we go. Alright, so of course what this is really intended to do is shut down a Nexus first. I don't think these Lings will be totally useless, because Rain's probably going across the map with it, so not immediately building cannons at home. Of course, if given the right amount of notice, he could possibly get a full wall off. A lot more easier said than done, but there's a chance that DRG might be able to get over here, kill the pylon, kill the Forge, or even just go straight to the main. But there are going to be these early Lings that he's going to have to work with, and we'll see if 6 to 8 of them can get enough damage done to make this early pool worth it.
And that has happened between Rain and Sulky, right? It was 6 pull, given the fact that Dead Wing's just a massive, massive map.
Oh, that's right, the 6 pull. I forgot about that. I completely forgot about the 6 pull, yeah.
The coolest GG I've ever seen, right?
Well, it's the only 6 pull I've seen in forever. Okay, so he does see this coming, starts to can up immediately at home. He should be able to fully wall this off. DRG stops, though. He puts drones back in right away, the second this was revealed. So I like that he's not overcommitting to this. If he did, this would definitely be pretty much automatically over for him.
That probably was the plan too. I mean, what Zerg really dedicates all that much out of a 9 pull?
Yeah.
If DRG went for 6 pull, then it would have been a different story, right?
Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, it's a little scary. Almost got in there.
Yeah, even, you know, an earlier pool with gas would have been more of an indication, or possibly a more of an indication, but yeah, definitely. That was his plan. He's going to expand. He's probably going to expand again to the third base kind of quickly in terms of his opening anyways. Unfortunately, he really didn't force anything new out of Rain, you know? Like, he didn't really delay the Nexus. He didn't, like, throw down a second cannon. He really got very little to nothing from this pool opener.
The Cyber Core starts up behind this. It's a little bit extra behind the wall if the pylon were to get focused or something, but it's not like DRG's going for banelings or anything quite so crazy. In fact, we always talk about that, but I don't think I've actually seen that outside of that couple of America games we had cast earlier in the year. Too many baneling busts in TVs or PVZ.
You've seen that in Copa America, or you haven't?
We did.
Fog knocked out Huck with it.
Really?
Yeah.
We saw it another time versus a different. Or was it Huck too? I can't remember. We saw it a second time anyways, and that actually failed completely.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
SimCity is good against baneling busts.
That and force fields are pretty nice too. It's
I thought the one that we saw that ruined it was the fact that it was just SimCity though. Like, it didn't actually have any sentries.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, you've just the fact that sentries exist almost immediately just cancels any chance to go for banelings in the first place. So, like, this game in particular, I'm just saying if this was something crazy like that, I don't think Rain falls to it.
Actually, interestingly, Rifkin, the reason that you first went for like a baneling drops, for instance, was that you could just run over the sentries. So,
in Jesus, like 2 years of casting, I think I've only ever seen Snoot do that. He did versus Stardust. It did work.
Oh, because you didn't start casting until after like Wings of Liberty, apparently. 2 years? It's hard of the Swarm, buddy.
It was right at the end of
Wings of
Liberty,
actually.
What was there?
So you're such a little babby.
No, I heard that. That was actually what James was saying.
Oh, I said there were a fair bit of baning drops in Wings of Liberty days.
Yeah, see, I came in right at the end of Wings of Liberty, though, like nearish the start of Heart of the Swarm. I think it was like that Poker League series was like one of my first casts. It was like one of the last few months of Wings of Liberty.
Man, you missed the greatest time. Leenock beating Naniwa with baneling drops, like 3 tournaments.
I missed all the cool stuff with motherships, man. I've seen VODs of motherships. I'm like really pissed I didn't get to cast more, like with the Vortex and stuff.
Oh yeah, that's something you missed too.
I don't know why they got rid of it.
Well, they really overcompensated, honestly, for Broodlords to begin with. So if they also had Vortex, that would have been, I think, too much.
So who cares? I don't play.
Well, I think actually would be an interesting thing to do because what would happen against like Stormhost, like for instance with Vortex, we don't know, but it was unnecessary to deal with Broodlords anymore because Broodlords are already nerfed in like other ways. Like Fungals are literally nerfed, so.
Yeah. Well, as far as this game goes, we do a +1 on the way for Rain. We don't have a lot of gateways being slapped down just yet. We got a couple on the high ground at the Twilight Council, but I mean nothing really to indicate that big fat all-in just yet. And he's continued to probe. I wonder if he's gonna actually go for a third. Yeah, there we go. Third actually comes down. Of course, I was trying to more curious, but not about the third itself, but more about whether this was gonna be a legitimate third or not. But he's actually stopped probing, so maybe a bit of a fake.
I haven't seen a fake third in a very long time, and he's setting up the SimCity too, so it's possible they did like an all-in that actually didn't have any probes mining, but like a cancel nexus I have not seen in like 2 years.
Well, Rain trying to get those sentries to force field off that ramp. Almost gets it, but DongRaeGu is not going to slip to this. It's a all too common cheesy tactic we see out of War Prisms, and the second he saw that coming, the second he had those lings split up really nicely. Now, it's slow lings, which is kind of funny to watch defend against something like this, but ooh, it's an Overlord.
Yeah, the link should just let him go.
The problem is, like, what can he really do with these lings, right? Like, going for a counterattack is going to be all too hard to pull off. Attacking that third base from Rain is not exactly an open, exposed area. And is he going to get another Overlord? Like, what is this drop play we're watching?
What are you, Terran? Stop it.
For real. I like the hallucinated Phoenix. Actually, going to scout behind this too. It's important that while he's microing, he keeps an eye on what's going on. But you know, he did already get to the main once. He saw that there wasn't a whole lot there. He's going to see that Hydralisk Den coming up next. And we'll see if it decides to continue with +2 Blink Stalkers, or if we're going to have that swap over to Colossus.
Well, this is unfortunate. They get right on top of that Nexus. They can kill it like this. Oh, no, it's not.
It's force fields, yeah.
Too many.
Yeah. I mean, he would have forced out all the force fields. Well, a lot of force fields anyways, but it wouldn't be worth, because he is going Ling, Hydra. I don't, because then he would have no buffer for the Hydras coming on the way, and he's going to attack with Ling Hydra anyway, so damage the Nexus, and if you get it now, like, Sentries aren't here anymore, then that's fantastic. It was kind of like a fake third, like, the probe count never increased past 44, so this wasn't going to be saturated, but obviously, it could have helped buffer in an all-in that only did, like, okay. Like, if you killed drones, you start probing that base too, and the game goes on, but now it really is an all-in. That third base is dead.
Yeah, Hydra's gonna be here, but this is that classic third base fight we see all too often. Force field's gonna go down. I like those spine crawlers popping, but the links coming from behind are the really scary thing. There's nowhere for Rain to go. He's got no retreat out of this. There's no recall energy on this mothership. The time warp was burned, and oh my god, those links did a lot of damage behind this.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and Hydra actually showed a lot of these sort of games in this tournament. The Ling Hydras. Ling Hydras are pretty good.